Hello, it's Emma and Christian here again.
Yep.
Today we're talking about The Walking Dead: A New Frontier, episode 4.
Yeah, so this episode's called Thicker Than Water. So you can probably guess what this episode's going to be about.
It's about family, David,
Yeah.
and a bit about Clem and AJ still as well.
Yeah.
So this episode opened with a flashback with Harvey and David, and it kind of explains why David is the way he is.
He hates his family.
Well, he just kind of seems like he wasn't ready to be a dad, and now he's in a bad place where he's got like a whole family and he just doesn't know how to deal with it.
Yeah, and it shows that he's not a horrible person. Like, he's not morally bad, which is what episode 3 seemed to try and paint him out as.
Yeah.
And what Kate has been suggesting this entire time. Like, I've never thought David was like a bad person, but she kept pushing that he really was.
Yeah, I was thinking, is there like some underlying like abuse or something
Yeah,
going
exactly.
on here? But it just turns out that he's kind of like out of his depth,
Yeah.
and he wanted to run, and then it turns out Harvey was like, no bro.
Yeah, it kind of
Stay
talks
here.
him out of it.
But then he ended up obviously getting separated from them anyway for ages.
Yeah, which was his opportunity to run, so he took it,
Yeah.
kind
But saying that about David not being a bad guy, you still kind of get the idea that he's slightly crazy at the end of this episode.
of. Yeah, the end where they are given a deal, and it's a peaceful deal, and nobody has to die, and instead he takes the guy that is offering them the peaceful deal, and he kills him. He kills it with his son. They kill him.
It's really scary, yeah. And he puts Gabe in danger. I think that was the thing I had the real problem
Yeah.
with. It's like, fine,
Cover me.
yeah. What the hell? I'm alright with him being a bit crazy about like Joan. Not so much with Clint. I feel like he didn't deserve that.
Yeah, he really didn't. That was messed up.
But Joan, it's like obvious, just straight revenge. Like,
Yeah.
you did something wrong to me, I'm going to do something bad to you. But trying to get Gabe involved, like, cover me while I run. What is that about?
Cover me, I'm reloading. Yeah, it is not. It's not.
That's
That's
so
not.
messed up. That's your kid. You've just been reunited with your kid after how long? And you're like,
3 years. or
follow me
something.
into this firefight.
Yeah, it is a bit messed up, but they're like, I don't know. It could be like the army man coming out, like, I'm gonna win this war.
Yeah. It really did seem that way.
I mean, Kate did suggest that he's always wanted to just be in a fight, essentially.
He loves it.
Like, he loves it, but yeah, I don't know. It's really confusing. That whole ending kind of destroyed all the development that they made to his character. It's like, oh, he's not that bad after all, and it's like, actually, he seems kind of bad.
Yeah, he seemed like he was capable of so many emotions
Yeah.
and like so much depth, and then it was like, no, killing machine, man kill other man. Like, it's that kind of stuff where it's
Yeah.
like, no, you're really this cut and dry simple.
Yeah, and that's a shame.
Also, just before that happened, you're faced with like
A predicament.
a decision for Harvey, and I feel bad for him because I feel like the Harvey that we play, he's like family guy, he's a nice dude, he will try everything he can not to kill someone.
Yeah.
So when you're then asked to choose out of Trip and Ava who should die, it's like, I wouldn't choose either of them. My
Well,
Harvey wouldn't choose either of them.
Yours wouldn't. Mine would definitely kill Trip. Like, a Trip be tripping, if you know what I'm saying. Dude was moaning about me killing what? Conrad. That dude had it coming. He was trying to kill Clem.
Yeah, but I feel like that was like heat of the moment stuff where it's like, what, you killed my friend? There was like no time for any explanation, and it just kind of like blew up in everyone's face like, whoa. I don't know. I feel like I can understand why he was angry about that, and he's probably like still stewing on that a little bit. We wouldn't kill him for it though.
Yeah, you wouldn't be like, oh, you're dead to me, dog.
Although, that said, Ava proved to be really, really useful to David, to Harvey,
Yeah, and Clementine.
and Clementine. And it's like, well, most players will probably have picked to save her.
Yeah, she's never given you any reason to doubt her. She's only put herself in danger. And when it comes down to it, you will want to save her regardless. Because even when she wasn't helping you, she was helping David. And even when she wasn't helping David, she was helping Clementine. So, yeah.
Yeah. And then it makes it even worse when the game kills her anyway.
Yeah, that was fucking shit. But, it was good. I didn't see that coming. Honestly, I thought they were going to kill both. But they didn't, so...
Yeah.
And a Trip, fair play to him, he's like, oh, I'll back you up while you go help Clementine. But that's not too bad.
He seemed to get over that whole, like, you're going to kill me stuff very, very quickly.
Yeah, and I think that's part of where, like, you can see the problems with the way Telltale do their stories. Like, ultimately, no matter who you picked, they were going to do that. Someone was going to provide you with backup.
Speaking of Trip and Eleanor, it seems like they really want to split up the group now. So they want to, like, split those two off. Because just before you went into the square, those two, they were angry at me.
Yeah, well, ultimately, they have an argument with Harvey because he kills Conrad. But I think he can survive. He doesn't have to die. So we don't know actually what happened, but I think ultimately it would end with Trip being angry at you and Eleanor being angry at you. And then kind of forcing you into a position that you don't want to be in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they do want to split up the group, so ultimately you have to abandon them at a certain point so that it's just Harvey, Clem, and Gabe.
Yeah, I think that's a safe bet for sure. Because they also made, well, with us anyway, Kate got angry.
Yeah.
As well, before obviously she got exploded in that truck.
Fucking herself up, yeah, idiot.
But, well, I don't know, she couldn't have swerved that quickly, but...
Yeah, I don't think I've ever liked Kate. Because from the beginning, they make it very clear that she is David's wife, and they have 2 kids. And you're looking after them as Harvey, but that's it. That's the extent of your relationship. It's not like, well, I like you kind of thing. And throughout this whole season, she's got this impression that, oh yeah, maybe I like you instead. It's like, shut the fuck up. Who did you marry? Because it ain't me. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it felt so forced the whole time. And every time the game was like, oh, Kate and Harvey, I was like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Every single time.
I'm sticking with my morals here. Harvey's not going down that route.
Yeah, and because he wouldn't, because he has too much respect for his brother.
Yeah, and then even in this episode where that's properly addressed, where a conversation actually happens about it, I chose to be like, no, I'm not going to do that, David, no. And then she's still like, so you do feel something. It's like, no, how many times have I told you no?
Take no for an answer.
So in a way, I'm kind of glad that she's dead, just because it means I will stop being pestered by her constantly.
I got 99 problems, but you won't be one. Like what?
Okay, so overall, I feel like this episode focuses on Harvey being like a father figure. Because you've got him, he's still looking after Gabe.
Yeah, that idiot Gabe.
It's so sad because it's like his dad is like his idol.
Yeah.
He just wants to impress him.
Yeah.
And like he wants to like be with him now, and the whole episode's him like, I'm gonna go get my dad. I'm gonna break him out of wherever he is. I'm gonna cover my dad when we go into this firefight. And then it's like the real father comes in, kind of like, no, Gabe.
Yeah.
Your life is worth more than that.
Yeah, you shouldn't do this.
Yeah, and then it happens with Clem as well, because she sort of talks about like her experience with like Kenny and AJ. Obviously she's still pining for AJ. I don't even know how long it has actually been, because the timings in this game are so difficult to know.
A couple months.
Yeah, is it months? Is it years? Who knows?
Yeah.
But it was nice. She was obviously having like some female problems that had started, and Harvey couldn't exactly help her that much of it, but he did what he could, and then was like, go talk to Kate, she'll help you. And it was just really nice, like he always helps her out, and it's always like a moment where they probably like they want a hug or something, you know. While we're on the subject of Clem though, like I said, she's still pining for AJ. We keep going back to this point of her finding him. What do you think's going to happen with that?
I think that dumb baby is either dead, which it seems like he is dead. Like, I don't understand how suddenly the medicine could bring him back to life. But then at the same time, I don't know, because when would David have time to talk to that drug doctor to be like, oh, Clem's going to come in here and ask you about this for, paint me in a good light, and like that I don't think that would happen.
Yeah.
So I'm almost certain that she's about to find the baby, like in episode 5 she's about to find the baby and something bad happens to it, like it gets like blown up or eaten by zombies or shot in the face by Joan, like something like that. But I don't think she's gonna keep that baby.
No, they're building up to it too much to be a massive reveal of some sort of like, you can never have him back.
She's been dead the whole time.
Yeah. Like, I think it's got to be something tragic, like you said, with him dying in front of her, like the last second or something like that.
Would they fuck over Clem again like that? Like,
they don't seem to have a problem with doing it.
Yeah. But I guess you're right, actually.
Yeah. And
so
even
it's
if,
fine.
I don't know, even if he does come back, then they're really focusing right now as well on Gabe and Clem getting together, which would be like a nice ray of sunshine in everything else that's gone bad.
Yeah, she has to have something nice happen to her. I think that might be it, but he's such a dumb fuck that it's like, well, it's not a plus in your life.
She knows as well. She knows how to like kind of get him to do stuff. Where it's like, I'm going to play on the fact that you like me to make you more useful. And not in like a bad way or anything, but just to make him not be stupid, kind of. It's like, you will listen to me.
Follow orders, you dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially.
So, I'm starting to get annoyed with the storytelling in these games, because it's always predictable. And at this point now, you can really see it. So in the first season, they got you to really care about Lee and Clementine, and then obviously Lee dies. And then in season 2, Clementine really cares about either Kenny or Jane, and obviously they both die. And now it's Harvey and David. And I'm 100% certain that David's dead. Like, he is going to die because he's done some bad things already. And I don't think they're going to give Harvey that. Like, his whole family's basically dead. I think they're going to give him Gabe, and that's it. Or, the ultimate mix-up, they kill Harvey, but I doubt that.
I'd be so sad about that. I really like him. And I feel like David isn't a strong enough character to keep alive.
And they won't keep him alive because Clementine doesn't like him. So already you're like, oh, if it has to come to picking between them, ultimately David will die. And like you said, it'll be like, Clem will remember this. So.
Yeah. Although they've already set it up with that Lingard guy saying like, as soon as AJ was better, David like stepped up.
Oh, so like a Kenny situation.
It's kind of, yeah, it's like he knew he made a mistake and he held his hands up for it, and she wasn't there to see it because obviously they like exiled her.
Yeah.
But I think maybe that was like possibly a turning point for Clem, depending on what happens with AJ. It might be like not forgiveness, but more just like she may tolerate him a little bit more.
Maybe. I doubt it though. I really think he's gonna die.
Maybe. She seems to think that he's bad.
Evil, like irredeemable. But then at the same time, if he did save that stupid baby, then she might change his mind, or whatever.
Definitely lots to think about.
Yeah, and there was a 3-month gap between episode 2 and 3, but less than a month between 3 and 4. So hopefully, like, Telltale are just trying to push these out because they've got Guardians of the Galaxy running now. So maybe they want to wrap this up and then focus on that. I'm really hoping so, because like it was nice to not have to wait an eternity just to play this. So
yeah, it was so annoying to have 2 and then feel like you have nothing.
Yeah, and it was nothing for ages. It was like Christmas, and then it's almost Easter.
Mm.
So yeah,
I thought originally the plan was for it to be once a month.
once a month. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
they always say that, and then it never.
Doesn't quite happen.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching and listening to us talking about this. Obviously, we've got a lot of ideas and we kind of speculate on what we think's going to happen and what we think stuff means. But it's always interesting to get your view as well. It would be really nice to get like some more views in the comments.
Yeah, I doubt anybody's going to listen to this. It's not even this far, but if you did, please let us know. And yeah, let us know what you think of the format. Trying something different. It's more podcasty. But yeah, nobody listens to podcasts like these.
So yeah, you know, the usual. If you liked it, give us a little like. Subscribe to our channel. We'd really like to get to 500 subscribers.
It's not happening. It's not happening.
So, but I mean, if you subscribe, then we're one closer.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
Yeah. Good day.
Bye.